What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be breaking down what I played during Phil Wickham's What an Awesome God. What I like to do is strap a GoPro to my head and do a playthrough of a lot of these worship songs that I'm typically playing on a Sunday morning. And I got a lot of comments from people asking what I actually play during these ad-lib parts. What I like to do is first learn the actual lead parts of the song. And then what I like to do is test out different ad-lib stuff that I can do, and people are really interested in that because when I do the tutorial, which I've already done, I've done a tutorial on the actual lead parts of this song, and I tabbed everything out in every single key. So if you're playing that, that link is in the description, and that tutorial is already on the channel. If you want to go watch that and watch the actual lead parts for the song, you can do that. But in this video, I'm really just reacting to myself, which is kind of trippy because I'm watching myself play and breaking down kind of what's going on through my head, because one of the things that I like to work on with volunteer worship guitarists is how to get better at improv, how to hear melodies, visualize them on the neck in the moment, and then play them. So that is my attempt at helping you guys with that. So I'm going to be playing through the Helix patch that I created. That's basically a song patch for What an Awesome God. And so if you have a Helix, HX Stomp, Pod Go, or HX Effects, it's actually the same link in the description as the tab. So it's just my entire tab library, my entire patch library. I just throw it in there for you guys so you can access them on a weekly basis. So we're just going to watch myself play through the video, and I'm going to break down what's going on through my head and kind of how to play this. All right, let's hit it. Okay, so what I'm playing there is just the one, and then so it's a pretty standard lick that you might hear in other songs. So it's a slide or an A. Okay. So it's going to be a slide up from the 9th to 11th fret, D string. Slide down. Then a pull off to the 1 on the 7th fret. Then you're going to cap it on the 9th fret, A string. And I think I went back to that 9th fret A string, but the end of that lick is technically on the 7th fret A string. It's a great lick to learn because you can do it in any key, like if it was in D or C or G. It's a good lick to learn. Just a walk down. So 10, 9, 7, B string. Shouldn't really have to go over this. I'm just going over the root notes. So all A string. So it's 5, 12, 7. Then it should be the 9th fret A. So goes to the 2, which is your B. So it's going to be the 14th fret. And there's actually a walk up. There's a half step in between. So that would be 8 to 9 on the A string. So the chords and stuff, that's all in the original tutorial if you want to look that up. It's pretty standard chords that you might see. They're bar chords, some of them. But I want to hit that little lick that I did. Notice that I went to the neck pickup. So that's just a 1-2 to 1. So it's kind of similar to the. So in numbers it would be 2-3, 2-3-2-1. This is just 1-2. G string, 2nd and 4th fret, and back down. I actually really like that one. How do I do that? So that is a bend B string from the 9th to the 10th. So you're bending up, down, then the 7th fret B string. So it's going to be a bend up and then a pull off. Capping on the 9th fret G string, then back up to 7th fret B. And the key to that lick is you want to get in the pocket rhythmically. And then, yeah. So it's a slide up to the 11th fret and then pull off down to the 9th fret G string. Then it's going to be a slide from 11 to 12 D string. So if we're talking music theory, that triad, if you know the cage system, this is the D shape. And if we were going to do like a 1/3, which is a first inversion, that's what that triad is right there. So you're going to slide up to the 4. So it's 3, 4, 11, 12 D string, and then you'll play the rest of that arpeggio. So we'll pick up there. So I'll play it slow. Again, it's like a really good like pocket lick. So you want to play it with a little bit of a pocket or a swing or whatever you want to call it to give that blues feel. So there's just like a 2-note thing. Hammer on B string with the 7 to 9, and then also your bass note is on the D string 9th fret. Then there's another lick that happens. It's like I said, it's that D shape area. So you might as well learn this now because I like to pull stuff from other songs and then try to hold on to that concept for other things. So this is your triad, your D-shaped triad. So you have a D, D sus, and this is the 5. So this would be a D5. So I'm just outlining that triad. Notice I switched to the bridge pickup. So this whole part is in the actual song. So if you want to go to the tutorial, you can watch it for free on YouTube. Or if you just want the tabs in whatever key that you're playing the song in, you can just go to the link in the description and just go get that and go see this out visually. But this lead is actually in the song. So I go off script there. So right here, I'm basically just jumping the octave. I want to make sure I'm on the lead. Snapshot. So if you're familiar with the pentatonic box, a lot of guitar players learn that as like their first scale. In A, this is where we're at. So definitely you want to learn that box. And I'm doing that bend up to the 6. And then sliding up to that 3 up there. So it's 3, 1, 2. We're talking numbers. So that starts on the 21st fret. So it's 21st, 17, 19. On the high E string. So right there. Like I just talked about with the D shape triad, this would be your A. But up here, this would be your E, but it's the same shape. So pretend like you're looking at the outline of a D chord. And remember, if you don't know you're suspended, a D suspended chord, you add that note on your top string up a fret. So that high E string would be on the 16th fret. And you're basically adding the 17th. So that triad right there gives you a lot of those notes in that lick that I just played. So instead of playing the 17th, you're bending up to it. Like I said, we're in the pentatonic box. If I were to play this every time, or this song, I'd play it different every time. So I wouldn't like do that, but I would start the same. That's why you should get good at knowing the pentatonic box and playing there. And the more you play in there, the more comfortable you be. So I just started playing a little bit of a nonsense there. So it's... Like I said, the edge of that box is on the 14th fret. So if we're thinking about the 14th fret, it's B string, then G string. Then I do a slide. It looks like on the G string from the 16th to the 18th. Let's hear it. So one of the things, I basically mention this in every video that I do when I talk about improv, there's a starting point and an ending point. And getting good at improv is playing within context, the context of the chord progression. So I'm listening and waiting for that next chord to change. And I know it's going to... It's going to a 4, which in this case would be a D. But that note that I land on is actually a note that is within that chord, that D chord. That's why it sounds right. It's actually the F sharp note, and it's the 3 of that chord, the 3rd of that chord. And so I'm aiming for that note. When, like I said, you're kind of playing nonsense in between. You start the same and you plan on the note that you're going to end on, and then every single thing, for some reason, when you like emphasize that final note and you're super confident about it, everything within there sounds intentional. Then I pick up on the melody again. See there, I actually messed up the melody. Full transparency. I hit the 6 and I got out of the melody. I meant to play the melody there. But then if you mess up the notes, obviously it was in the right key. So just make it sound like you meant to play it. So I ended that final note on the 6. That's where we started on that whole like lead solo area. So again, this is all in the pentatonic box.
There will be a day he will come and wipe our tears away. No more.
I get comments, people think that I'm like shopping on Sweetwater or something. I'm not. I'm actually changing snapshots. I used to change my snapshots while I was playing the video. I typically use a Helix floor, but for this type of stuff, I just plug straight into my Logic Pro, and I'm actually running Helix native, so I'm able to load the Helix patches onto my computer and play through that way, and it records better. But yeah, I used to change stuff on the computer with my mouse, and people thought I was shopping, but I wasn't.
No more pain, no more sorrow, sin or shame. The King is coming back again.
Okay, that was a pre-bend. So that's in that same area on the 9th fret B string, but you're bending up a half step, capping it on the 9th fret G string. These are really good chords that you should learn. These are 6s. So if we were to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, starting from the D string, this is just the start of an A major scale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And you put those notes together, that's where you get that 6th term from. So these are kind of like John Mayer type of chords, if you want to think about it that way. And I challenge you to practice this, not just for the sake of this song, but like figure out where all of these 2-note chords are all along the neck. So for example, you can start in A. So technically it'd be these are great little licks because you can add little hammer-ons and pull-offs. So let's see if I did it here. Right there. You can slide in on that low note to get a little bit more of a bluesy effect. For those of you who are Lincoln Brewster fans, my Lincoln Brewster people, we got the same concept.
And everything you are, I'll sing to you. My God, you're an awesome God, you're great. In all you do, I made.
So this is what I'm doing. I'm not playing anything. So
To worship you, my God, you're an awesome God. What an awesome, awesome God you are.
So what do you do with a really long instrumental? How do you fill the space?
No one like you, this awesome God. What an awesome, awesome God you are.
So going down the scale on the neck pickup. So there's that 10, 9 B string, 9 G string, 11 and then 6. Now, a lot of this comes down to your technique, and you'll notice how I tuck the guitar pick. You can do two things with it. You can make your tone way warmer if you just use like the fleshy part of your hand, or you can like pop the strings and add a different effect there too. And you can kind of use both techniques. So like, for example, you can make it a little bit more like staccato. And then you can control the dynamics a little bit more, and you could really pop the string whenever you want. And it gives you that more of a dynamic range versus... We can go... So, I like doing that a lot of times. So, again, going back to the D shape. So, we start there. Let's see what I did. So the concept is I'm going more of the major scale now. So we're really just adding 2 notes to the pentatonic scale. So we're going to outline that D shape. Go back to pentatonic a little bit. And then you're really just adding that 13th fret G string. I'll play it slow. Again, like I would play this differently every single time. I really just want you to get the concept. I really just want you to get to the concept because I don't play licks usually the same way every time. I play starting points, ending points, and different concepts. Really, music is about communication. So you're communicating something. Like I said, like there's a specific reason why I chose to use kind of the nail and like the finger part, because it adds a little bit of something, but it's not necessarily, I would never play the notes the same way every time. So that's the point that I'm trying to get you to. Again, just think about that D-shaped triad, and I'm just starting in a different spot. Right there, I'm just adding the 2. And then going down that D major triad. You can also add, I think it's, the 19th fret B string. Now, if you're thinking the pentatonic box, it's now shifting ahead by a couple frets. There's that triad. So right there, was just we went over that at the very beginning. So just remembering those notes there can give you that feel. Okay, so we're outlining the melody. Went to, it sounds like the bridge pickup. So we start in the 6. It's really, the technique, what makes it sound difficult is just the picking part. But note-wise, it's 14, 12, then 16, 17. What you need to do is practice the picking part. If you can't get the picking part down, it's just getting with the metronome and just going. Just getting with the metronome, make it even, and build your speed over time. Start really slow. If you need help at building your speed, I actually have a course. Link is in the description. I have tabs and guitar profiles and every single scale and combination that I could think of how you would play notes to make all of your fingers work together. A lot of times what happens with guitar players is we start with these 3 fingers and we don't give this one a chance to build strength. And building speed is both hands are required for building speed, because maybe this hand moves faster than this hand, but you have to get them to work together. So if you want access to all of those exercises, it's the same link as the patch and the tabs and all of that. So right there, following the melody again, we're bending up. It's just a half step bend from the 16th to the 17th. Starting and end points. So that's a good little flutter there too. And like I said, in the speed stuff, there are exercises that'll help you build that. But it's just... So it's just... So it's 16, 17, 16, 14. And then that's kind of the basic gist. And the next thing you need to know is the scale. So I don't know where I land. I have to watch it again. But so it's basically... Like I said, if you know the pentatonic box, you're adding those other notes that are in the major scale. So it's... See how far I go. Yeah. So working your way down to the D string. So, like I said, there's starting and ending points depending on the measure, and in the moment, the middle notes don't matter as long as you're accurate. Like I said, I'd probably play it differently every time, but I would get into it like... Depending on the length of the measure, that's why it's good to practice along with a progression, because you have to be able to juggle what you're playing and also what you're approaching in the next measure, and knowing where you're at in space and time. And that's really just what I did. So I aimed for, again, that 16th fret D string. So I jump back to melody, and then here's that lick again around that D major shape, which we just went over that concept. That last thing I want to show you is a unison bend. If you don't know that, learn that concept, because you can play it in any song. So it's that bend that's going to from the 5 to the 6 bend. So it's 17th fret B string. And how to test yourself is you play the next note, basically the same note in the scale. So you find it on the E string, find the note that you're trying to hit, then play them both together, but bend the B string and aim for that pitch. Use your ear. Depending on the song, you can kind of let it go out of pitch a little bit and add a little bit more of that grit, some of that attitude. So that is what I played for What an Awesome God. If you guys like this video, please hit subscribe, please like it, and I appreciate you for watching. Again, like if you want to see the tutorial, just go to YouTube. If you just want to jump straight to the tabs for the actual song, to help you for Sunday, just click the link in the description. We got the tabs, patches, and the speed courses and exercises and stuff like that. That'll help you build your speed and execute on some of these if you need help with that. So thank you for watching this video, and we'll see you in the next one.